best Father's Day ever.
Ever.
It's the Watchers on the Couch. Welcome back to Watchers on the Couch Westworld edition, where we sit down and discuss Season 2 of Westworld and answer the important questions. At least the questions that are important for us. I'm Tim Pickerel.
I'm Sarah Pickerel.
And I'm Mike Deffron.
And this is Episode 9, Vanishing Point. Wow!
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whoa!
It's a little bit of a roller coaster.
This was a dark fucking episode, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's just hilarious how you have the, I just noticed that.
Oh
You
yeah, I have the
Funko Pops.
summary. I have the summary of the episode in Funko Pop form.
Yeah.
So in the distance is the man in black, all like facing out towards the distance, and then I have Dolores standing over a Teddy Pop that's laying down,
Yep.
and then Ford standing at the head of my Maeve Pop. So that's as much recap as I can give with the Westworld Funko Pops that are available. Mm-hmm. I will take a picture of that and put it on Instagram.
Like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so let's get into it. So this was a very Williams-centric episode. Most of it dealing with flashbacks with him and his daughter and his wife Juliet, played by Celia Ward.
Love her.
She's a great actress.
Yes.
It's a shame we only get her for one episode.
Well, yeah.
Hopefully she'll be a robot in season 3.
Oh, come on.
Maybe she'll be a robot in this season.
I told Tim I don't want any damn cliffhangers. If there's a cliffhanger, I'm going to be so pissed. I'm over it.
They got a lot to cover next episode. So
Yeah, do we know if it's an extended episode?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's going to be probably like, I don't know. From what I've heard, I don't know if they released it, but I thought I heard somebody say that it's supposed to be like an hour and 20 minutes or something.
Nice.
Like really long.
That's
Nice.
awesome. Great.
Don't take my word for it. So
That's supposed to be about how long every episode of Game of Thrones is supposed to be next season, too.
that's going to be
Wow.
crazy.
Can't wait. Anyway. All right. So let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Who wants to start?
Maybe the guy with the notes should start.
Well,
Tim, you got some notes too.
Well, you have a laptop, so I thought you had your stuff all what have you. So yeah, we find out a lot about the Man in Black. Not a whole lot that we didn't already know, but about his family life and basically how his wife finally met her demise. We for some reason I seem to recall we thinking like early in the season when we saw the
We saw her
bathtub
hand
scene,
come out of the tub, or
we
saw
assumed she cut her wrist.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's
Yeah.
kind of what you would assume. You don't generally see people take a bunch of pills and then I'm gonna take a bath.
Yeah, right.
You know, it's usually like I'm gonna take a bath and cut my wrists, and so it's all contained and whatever they're thinking. But that's generally the way that you would see it. So that's why I think I'm the one that brought that up, because I was confused. I just assumed that she slit her wrist because of the bath scene.
Because there's a bathtub.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she didn't drown herself either. Like, she was
No.
just in the tub.
Yeah,
She had
took a
OD'd
bunch of
on
pills.
pills.
Well, here's the other thing. Like, how long was he down there? Like, could they pump her stomach? Because sometimes you can come back from that if it's just like you took too much of something, you know? So, like, did he really try to save her?
It's true. Or did he kill her?
He doesn't really try to save anybody, as as we find out.
Yeah.
Did Emily kill her?
Ooh.
I think what it comes down to is, well, let's rewind.
Wasn't the tub, there was blood in the tub, right?
I thought
I'm not
so.
a crazy person, right? Because,
No.
like, this was a thing, like, before, like, that we saw, and I also saw, like, on Reddit, people were being like, no, there was no blood. Like,
Yeah, I didn't think there was blood.
It was just the tub was red. I'm like, no, the tub is not red. There is definitely blood in the tub. Like, I looked at it, like, twice this episode, because if the tub was just red, you'd be able to see her body more, but, like, her body is also covered up by, like, red. And it almost looks like maybe she hit her head, like, on the tub or something.
Oh.
Because I couldn't tell.
Oh, maybe.
But it almost looked like where her head was, where she's laying back, there was blood, like, kind of coming out of the back of her head. It could have just been her hair, but I don't think it was.
No, well, we'll have to rewatch. We only watched it the one time.
But either way, she could have took some pills, slipped, and hit her head or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't.
She just fucked up stuff all over the
Yeah.
place.
Or someone killed her, smashed her head in.
Ugh. Well,
It was Robert.
Oh no, he snuck in through the window. It was actually his clone.
Yeah.
one more game. So yeah, she finally decides to take a bunch of pills, presumably, and kill herself in the bathtub after she finds William's very poorly hidden data card.
Yeah, I guess because she was pretending the whole time that she was sleeping. So I guess she was just peeking open. Ooh, what book is it?
Yep. No, she was sneaky. She was like a good little actress there, you know, just
You always saw this stain in me. This cum stain.
so terrible.
Has to-
Saw it inside me.
Yes, we have to bring
This
up,
But it
bum
was-
plug.
But it was dark. Something's medically wrong with him.
and it's in my arm.
Yeah, right. He grabbed his arm.
A lot. That
Yeah,
episode.
a lot.
My jerking arm is fucked up.
Well, I'd like you a little more. I want to go to Westworld. If you just gave me some loving once in a while. My arm is sore.
Man.
The
I'm tired of jerking it. And then he kills her.
Oh
Yeah. That's what happened.
no.
I belong to a different world. Meanwhile, he goes to that world and he still just jerks it. It's basically how many different environments he can be off in.
Yeah. Because you don't ever see him having sex with anybody.
No.
Yeah, you do.
And you could say, what?
He raped Dolores.
No.
Yes, he did.
No, see, you only assume that. I never thought that that's what he was doing.
I totally thought that's what he was doing the
I never
entire
thought that.
time. Why? Why would you not think
They
that?
don't really.
It just doesn't seem like him to be going around raping people.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not possible,
But
but it
she's
just
just-
didn't
They-
seem
yeah,
like.
they
She's
haven't-
just a toy for him to play with. I mean, why wouldn't he? You know? And he loved her at one point, so why wouldn't he do that to her?
I don't think he loved her.
Oh, he loved her.
Yeah, I don't. He doesn't seem.
Not now, but he did when he was young William. When he was young William, and the first time he met her, I think he loved her.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. I haven't seen anything this season to
Get a rapey vibe.
get a rapey vibe from him. He seems to be just a killer.
Yeah, killer, and he's trying to find out information. I think he was trying to get information from Dolores, then by torturing her, or I don't know.
All right.
Because he's going around the whole time to a lot of different people and just trying to find information all in season one.
Mm-hmm.
He's constantly trying to find the maze. So, I don't know. Doesn't seem like he'd get a lot of information. That didn't seem like part of his plan, but who knows? He does say in this episode that he's kind of a piece of crap, I guess, or,
Yeah.
there's this darkness inside me.
That's why I always wear black.
It's weird. Emily, she sees them arguing, and she does seem like there's just some lot of weird shit with Emily in this episode.
Okay.
In my opinion,
Okay.
just seems a little contradictory, or almost makes me think that the Emily in the Park is a host.
Really?
I don't know. I don't want to think that.
I hope it is, because that would be really upsetting if she was dead. You know, but
It seems like a waste of a good character for sure.
it does. It does.
But
I
it
really
also-
hope
But
she's not
that's
dead.
that's kind of the point. He actually did kill his real daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, oh god.
It seems like this is gonna.
What's in my goddamn arm? It's so itchy.
What's in the arm? His daughter comes out of the arm.
Oh.
All of a sudden, Westworld's directed by David Lynch. Yeah, but it seems like this is basically leading up to the end of the Man in Black story, and the whole we've established how his family comes to an end, and this next episode is probably where we see the end of the Man in Black,
Yeah.
because you can only keep Ed Harris on hand for so long.
Right.
before he has to get the Sean Bean treatment. And
Man. Is he paid a lot like Anthony Hopkins? Like, is that
God,
why?
Anthony Hopkins must make a fucking boatload off of being on the show. Unless Anthony Hopkins, I mean, he's a knight now, so he probably doesn't. He doesn't need any money or anything, so he might actually just do stuff for the fun of doing it.
Yeah. He seems like the kind of guy that would be like, oh, yeah, get my jollies doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just works for free.
Right. No big deal.
Do you see that? Yes. Do you see that Twitter? Like Chris retweeted Anthony Hopkins like first tweet or something like that.
No,
And it's just
I
some
don't think
music
so.
playing in the background, and he's like kind of playing with the camera, and all of a sudden he starts going. and for the listeners, I'm making like a bucktooth face and like throwing my head around and the imaginary camera. Definitely go check out Anthony Hopkins' Twitter because he does Twitter right.
I know he is playing piano on one of his, like, he tweeted something out or put something out on the internet where he's playing piano.
Yeah.
And that was the song that he ended up playing. And
Oh, no shit?
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
I'm not on Twitter.
Trolled us.
Yeah, I'm not on Twitter enough to catch all those things.
Yeah, me either. So don't try to contact me at the Mike Daffron.
Or me at Beard versus Evil, because basically every time I get on, somebody else is accused of being a sexual predator, and I just close the tab and move on with my day.
Okay, so, all right. There's a few different things, like, so Man in Black, when Emily and Man in Black were first met and they were talking, and she saw him drinking
Yeah.
in the park, and she's like, "Oh, you drink in the park, but not outside the park?" Well, in this episode, you see him drinking.
Yeah.
I think he was drinking in the very first scene when he was talking with the rich guy that was giving him shit.
Was he?
Well, I don't know what
I'd
he
have
was.
to look at that, but he definitely ordered a drink. And then he also asked Emily, "Hey, meet me back home for a nightcap."
That may have just been water though, because that like it looked clear. You know what I mean? Like he may have this persona around his family
Right.
that he doesn't drink at all. But you remember him saying "fuck it" before
Yeah,
he
so
ordered
he
at
might
the
have just
bar?
had that one drink, and you know
Right.
that was just fuck. My wife's drinking again, it's going crazy.
Yeah.
Fuck it,
Right.
give me a drink. So that could be that.
Did we ever find out what that event was for? It was just
Some philanthropy thing
Okay.
he was doing, but yeah, and he got.
Yeah.
I guess he was being congratulated a lot, so it may have been like either a celebration of the philanthropy or a celebration of him being so philanthropic.
Good job, you won all the monies.
Right? Yeah. You're
Bet you
right.
re- and then his wife
You-
comes up. I bet you're really proud of yourself, you piece of shit. Fuck you.
God, I love Celia Ward so much.
Yeah,
She's so good.
she's dead now. So,
No, she's not. Her character is.
oh, you mean people don't die?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe Emily just thought she had it wrong, or she thought she had it one way, like, oh no, my dad's good, my mom's this crazy drunk,
Yeah.
and then
Then she gets the data card.
I guess, but she talks about her music box that she got when she was 16 and threw it away.
Yeah.
She
And then
threw it
was
away.
gone.
Well, she said the trash.
The trash got picked up. So you're telling me that asshole of a mom picked it out of the trash
Yeah.
just to keep it for herself and hidden for how many years? Another 16 years?
Why not? It was a thoughtful thing that she did for her daughter, and she was upset, and she was drunk at the time. Come on, Mike.
And just keeping it hidden all this time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You would think, see, it would make more sense if she picked it back out and like, I know you were just upset. I went and got this for you.
You know what's more interesting
Thanks,
to me?
Mom.
How did Emily find that? Was she just like
It's just in
going
the
through
drawer.
her shit?
Well, yeah. When your parents die,
When
you're
your
gonna
mom
go through-
dies, I'm sorry, but like dad's still around. Like you're gonna go rummage through.
Yeah, but he's
He's
in the
gone
park
a lot too.
for-
Yeah.
Huh?
He's in the park.
All right.
Yeah, he's gone all the time. I think it makes perfect sense for her to find that.
Okay.
Well,
after
see, what makes perfect sense
Juliet dies.
for me is to not show the scene where she picks it up out of the trash and said, "Oh, I took this out of the trash for you," because that's completely unnecessary to the narrative.
Not if she's a host and she's lying.
Well, I guess we'll find out, because she got shot full of fucking holes because her dad thought she was a host.
He should have cut her open. See, they're just fucking with us in this show with the language they use and doing shit like that. And like, oh, we didn't see the little if she was clear or not, if she was a host or not,
Yeah.
because we saw that William didn't. Well, William at least it doesn't say you're a host or not.
Just
It's only
says
looking for
clear.
the bomb.
Right.
It's looking for that C6 bomb that's in your neck or whatever.
Oh.
That's all it does.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, that's what I got from it. It's not actually saying
There's a bomb.
you're a host or not.
Wait a minute. There's a bomb in their necks?
Yep.
Yeah, it keeps them in the park.
No shit.
Yeah.
How did I
established
not know that?
They established that towards the end of season 1.
Yeah, and Maeve, they took it out of Maeve. So
Oh, fuck. Wow, I had no idea.
But, I lost my train of thought. Oh, well. It'll probably come back to me. Or it won't.
bomb, bomb, bomb.
Talking about
So,
bombs. Talking about
We're
Emily.
talking about Emily and little bomb scanner.
Oh, that was it. It's like, why do they need to scan? Like, shouldn't they be able to see where hosts are in the park? Like, don't they have, like, shit like that?
I don't know anymore.
You would think.
I don't know
You
anymore.
would think the primary software they have is to tell you where a host is.
Right. Because, like, you got the mesh network, you got...
They're on the
seemed like
train.
it'd be an easy way to know human from host. And anytime someone says, I'm a human, you're not a human.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. That's how this game works, okay?
All right. Well, we'll see next episode, I guess, if Emily truly is a host or not. She's just going to come back to life like Terminator.
Well, supposedly
Fine.
the actress said that her character is definitely dead and she was killed by her human father.
Oh, yeah. Let's
So,
talk
we
to Jon Snow.
Yeah. Or Kit Harington.
Oh, yeah.
'cause
I'm dead. I'm out of the show.
Oh, no.
Sorry,
I have
yes,
to come
Kit
back.
Harington.
I just have to come back to film some death scenes.
Yeah. He really did die, though. He wasn't lying.
She really died too.
Yeah, there you go. She worded it very well.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Like, this could be part of Ford's plan to kind of make him go crazy, to kind of see what the hosts go through. Because the hosts go fucking crazy if they start remembering things. They start going through all this suffering.
Yeah.
It makes them kind of crazy. Like, remember season 1 when people were hearing, like, I guess Arnold's voice, and there's a bunch of them in the church going crazy. Who knows? Maybe Ford's putting him through like all this crazy nonsense, so he kind of gets it and be like, "Oh yeah, the hosts, I get it. They go crazy," even though it seems unnecessary
So if
because
they-
he started to have sympathy for the host. So,
Yeah. So if they feel a lot of pain or if they feel a lot of... What?
he always no. I was about to say I'll put my tinfoil hat on. All right, so.
Yeah.
But he does always say, Ford always talked about suffering, so we'll have to suffer a little more.
So you think this is like Ford's trying to redeem the Man in Black
I don't...
I
by
don't know.
making
I'm
him
just,
kill his family?
but if it's a host and it
There's
just
only-
thinks
There's only
it's his family,
There's
you know?
only one way you're gonna get to heaven, and it's by killing your family.
Jeez.
Maybe he only thinks, or just as long as he thinks it's his family.
But it's...
So
Oh. So that wasn't really his wife that killed herself. His wife's really like safe on the park somewhere. That was a host that killed herself.
yeah,
No.
that was while that's while he was in 1% world. He just doesn't know what park he's in at any time.
Oh man.
He's just never left the park. So yeah, he goes after he finds out he killed his real flesh and blood daughter, and not a robot. He walks out into the desert to try to shoot himself in the head because we need a lot of suicide not only in this episode but in the past couple weeks of the real
A
world.
lot of suicide themes in life this week. But yeah, in the episode too, a lot of suicide themes in this.
I think it'd been
episode.
awesome if everybody just started blowing their brains out,
Well,
Well,
wait until
breaking
next
their
week.
own necks.
oh my god.
Wait until next week. So instead he decides he's not going to shoot himself in the head, and he's going to take out his Bowie knife and open up his arm.
Yep.
And that's where we cut to black, cut to Man in Black, literally cut in Man in Black, as he's digging around for his little input jack that Bernard has,
Yeah.
and we're not going to find anything. There's not going to be anything in there.
You don't know that.
I know that. I think it's going to be the Man in Black thinks he's a robot, but really he's just fucking nuts.
I think you think he thinks he's a robot, but I don't think that he really isn't a robot.
No, he's already in the forge. He's already just running a simulation.
What do you think he's cutting into his arm for?
I think he is a robot.
Oh.
You do.
I do.
You think so? You think robot William killed his real daughter?
I think so.
And that's where like she was real, she had everything right, and he didn't have all the right information.
Yeah, because he's not awake. He doesn't realize that he's a robot. I don't know. Maybe not. This is just an idea, but like he kept touching his arm the entire episode, right? So he thinks he has an idea that he's a robot, but he doesn't know for sure. But I think he really is a robot, and he's just trying to confirm that.
So where's real William?
Dead. I don't know.
Got robot syphilis and
Yes, he got
maybe died during the gala, and then that's when Ford made a new one.
How would Ford have made a new one when he was
No.
because Ford got shot in the head during the gala?
He made it right before.
His daughter killed him. I don't know.
Oh, so complicated. It's getting stupid with these theories.
I don't. He did get shot like 4 times. I don't know. I don't think he's a host though.
Okay.
I think he's human.
Oh, you're changing your story?
No, Emily's a host, but he's a human.
Oh. So we're complete opposites.
Yep.
All right. I like it.
Right.
I think they're both real people, and the daughter's fucking dead, and William is batshit. That's my official what have you.
It's the end of all the Delos people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Except for Dolores. Okay, so let's flip
But
forward.
she's Dolores.
Yeah, sure.
Spelled D-O, not D-E-O.
Yes, that's true.
Yes.
Then now that we had that little that spelling bee.
And speaking of Dolores.
Actually, I was gonna jump to Bernard.
All right.
So, number one, we catch up with Bernard. Why the fuck are they letting Bernard walk around?
It's because this isn't the latest timeline.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because that's what I was fucking wondering too. I'm like, this makes no sense. Well, you got to remember, Maeve, the flood hasn't happened yet. So when Bernard gets found out about he's a host, that's after the flood.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
right.
fuck. Yeah.
Right. It confused me too. And I'm like, wait a minute. See, that's what, sometimes like cutting up all these timelines.
Yeah. They need it. I mean, it's interesting. It makes you think, but they really should tell it linearly, you know?
I think it could be just as interesting, really.
So was there was nothing of the 2 weeks later timeline in this episode then?
Correct. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that got me. I really thought we were...
I could have swore I saw the bald guy in there.
What bald guy?
The
Strand?
Yeah, Strand.
No.
Fuck, maybe that was the previews for next week's episode and I'm just getting confused.
It's probably the previews. There's a shit ton of stuff in the previews.
Yeah.
I didn't even take notes on any of it. I'm like, meh.
Yeah, there was so much stuff and yeah, I'm not even
I can look at screen grabs if we want to go through it, but
Nah, it's not too important. Okay, well now we know why he's walking around. It's because nobody knows he's a fucking robot.
yeah.
Okay. Well, meanwhile, Bernard gets to watch as they resurrect Clementine and turn Clementine into a death machine where hosts just like stab each other and break their necks.
Yep. And the guy that was in the middle, that big guy, he didn't do anything till the very end. He's like,
Is that right? He was just standing there? I totally
there's
missed
the big
it.
guy. He was just sitting in the chair, just doing nothing until the very end. Like he stabbed the last guy who survived.
I was expecting him to stab the last guy and then stab himself. Like I was expecting one of those, but yeah, no.
Oh yeah.
No, there's a 3 suicide limit in any episode of Westworld.
Okay.
He stabs himself in the head.
Yep.
And he'd break his own neck. That's
There
what
you go.
But apparently
Exactly.
that's what they took away from Maeve's code is, hey, why don't you all guys go all nuts and kill each other instead of shut the fuck down.
Yep. Again. Shut down.
Wow.
Freeze all motor functions and take a hike or nap or something. But nope, these violent delights. These unnecessary violent delights.
Well, it's that evil programmer guy, you know?
The guy that's
Says
not
I
a
do.
programmer?
Yeah.
The guy that doesn't even work there?
Yep. The guy that doesn't work there.
No, I actually don't work for Delos Corporation, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. You learn how to fucking program on YouTube. And he's just,
Awesome.
all he knows how to do is make kill bots.
Yeah, so now she has superpowers.
Robots with superpowers are pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fucking batshit.
So her and Maeve are going to have superpowers.
Which
They're going to face off like Batman versus Superman?
speaking,
I hope not.
your dad's name's Ford. My dad's name's Ford.
So stupid.
I don't even know whose voice that was supposed to be. I'm gonna assume, let's say that was Clementine's voice. This is what Clementine sounds like now.
She looks like she would sound like that.
Yeah.
I found the forge. The world's greatest detective.
There's a red button in there. So, yeah, apparently Ford uses mesh telepathy through Bernard to send a message to Maeve. Which, sure, why not?
Wait, say it? What?
So,
What'd you say?
Ford uses mesh
Ford.
network telepathy to send a message to Maeve
Yep.
and unlock something in
He
Maeve
gave her a gift.
or upload something.
He like super god powers, I'm sure.
Yeah, she
I hope so.
she got upgrades that we shall see.
Upgrades with 2 Ds
And,
for a double dose.
She's
right.
she's the favorite. She's the favorite child.
Yes,
of
she's
Ford.
she's the daughter. So, or she's the surrogate daughter of Ford, and where Man in Black has a nice living daughter and kills her, Ford shows up and resurrects his dying daughter. So, Father of the Year award goes to
Man in Black.
And he gives her some. Gives her some smoochies.
goes to the ghost of Robert Ford.
I thought that was a little weird. That Maeve is your favorite.
Why? Why is that weird?
Well, I don't know. There was nothing
Well, it
shown
wouldn't
in
be
any other episode. Does
That he liked her?
imply that at all?
Every time he shows up in the thing, he's in the brothel playing that piano.
Bound chicka wah wah. I get it. That's why.
Oh,
That's why.
But if he's the father,
Oh, he's like that.
oh,
Incest, a game the whole family can play. It's okay if it's in Westworld.
no,
Call me Daddy Maeve.
it was Daddy's Day.
It was a Father's Day themed episode for Father's Day, and one is a good father and one is not.
So, yeah, and then you see on the computer, I guess, it says unlocking core permissions. Mm-hmm. Don't know what that is. How much more power can she get?
She's
What would that
getting
be?
Super God. She can fly now. She can,
She's Neo.
she can heal herself. Yeah, she's Neo. She can everything's just an idea, and she's not really in it. So she can get up and
There is no spoon, darling.
yeah,
She can unlock the animals.
she can do whatever the fuck.
Yeah, we
she
do see
wants.
half buffaloes roam around.
Yes.
I didn't
Bernard
come here to
Fellows.
tell you how it's going to end. I came to tell you how it's going to begin.
Half buffaloes.
Yeah.
Bernard Fellows.
Bernard Fellows. There's still a chance we can see that bear.
Yeah, still no bear, but maybe. It's going to be a long next episode.
It's a long wait to find out what happened with that bear. If we don't find out what happened with that bear, I'm going to be pissed.
The bear is the main protagonist in season 3. Because we're going to lose the Man in Black. We'll probably lose Bernard.
yeah.
Probably no more Ford.
You think Dolores is dead, or do you think she's do you think she's gonna make it?
I don't know. She'd have to have another like personality change, I think, when we go into season 3, because.
Well, I mean, something very dramatic happened.
Well, we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile,
Back to Bernard.
back to
Yeah.
back to Bernard. Bernard finally catches up with Elsie again, and like Elsie's like, "Where the fuck have you been?" And because I thought that we were in the 2 weeks later timeline,
She'd been
I'm like, she had been waiting there for a long fucking time.
Holy shit.
He's like, I got a little hung up. They found out I was a robot.
That's hilarious.
Oh, because I'm dumb as fuck, yo.
That's amazing. That's amazing that neither of us realized that. Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's confusing too, because I mean, you see Hale, and then I forget which timelines. Like, he is with Hale, and then when he isn't.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's what was confusing to me
Right.
too. But yeah, they are all in that place
Okay.
at that time.
So the character that we said was the father of the year also tries to convince Bernard to kill Elsie.
She'll betray you.
She's a human.
No, trust me, she will. Kill her. Fucking do it.
She'll betray you because that's how I programmed her, because she's a robot.
Oh.
So Bernard...
Was he trying to say all humans will be are betrayers or whatever? 'Cause,
Yeah.
Well, he's human, so
Not anymore.
how can you trust him?
Not anymore.
Essentially, he's still human.
Nah, they don't test for fidelity with Ford.
He is it like? Are you saying Ford was a robot from the very beginning?
I'm saying the consciousness of Ford in Westworld is manufactured and not like necessarily a direct imprint.
Nonsense.
Nonsense? Okay. Balderdash. That's the real Ford, and I will go to my grave.
It's a Ford
Saying so.
Fiesta. Get that thing out of here.
Well, what we need is a little more Ford focus. Because
Or a Ford Escape. Get the hell
well,
out of
that's
here.
what Bernard does. There's a Ford Escape as Bernard countermands Ford's suggestions and deletes the Ford code from his brain.
But he forgot one thing:
What's that?
What's that?
to empty the recycle bin.
Oh no!
Oh, I always forget that. It's the worst.
So
So much porn on that tablet.
after
Does that mean Ford? Has Ford gone forever now?
allegedly,
Like, yeah. Has he deleted everything
No,
from him?
of course not.
I would just think he
Ford's
maybe
playing a
deleted
game.
something.
He deleted nothing.
Nothing.
I still think that it's a good possibility that 2 weeks later Bernard is Ford or Teddy.
You still think
Or Dolores.
Teddy's gonna come? Or Dolores? Oh shit!
I still have my fingers crossed for Teddy being the savior of the season.
But Teddy's complete. Like, there's no in Abernathy's brain. So they destroyed the cradle.
Right.
Now, does Abernathy's brain have the backups of the hosts, or does it have the backup of the Ford, or does it just have the key to the forge, the Valley Beyond?
These are all really good questions. I
I don't
heard.
think we know.
Well, I heard some theories about it. That
Theories.
I heard theories.
Let's talk about some theories.
So there was an idea that what's in Abernathy's brain was the backup of the hosts, but the Valley Beyond should be a backup of all of the data that they've collected over the years of all of the guests, right? So,
Well, they
Why-
basically say that here.
Yeah.
That's what Bernard says to Elsie. Like,
right. So,
I think that's what. Sorry,
no, go ahead.
that's what Emily alludes to when she's talking to William too.
Right.
Bernard was pretty, explicit about it.
Okay. So I'm trying to remember exactly what I heard. So give me a second. So Charlotte had Sizemore put that shit onto Abernathy's brain, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe they're
Okay.
down in cold storage. They both went together, I believe.
And she said it was for Delos. But obviously it's not some third party that she's trying to sell this shit to. I don't remember. Maybe it's not a theory. Maybe it's just like this is what's been told. Maybe what we've like seen. But yeah, it wouldn't make sense for there to be backups from the cradle in the Valley Beyond, right?
No, I definitely don't think there's backups for the cradle in the Valley Beyond. I
Yeah.
think that's only for the humans.
Yeah.
That's basically the cradle for human hosts.
What about all the what are all the underground bunkers? Because I think there's like host data in those too, right? Because Bernard discovers it down in.
Right. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's just connected to. That's probably just connected to the forge, because you have all the, what are those robots called? Drones. Yeah. That's where they take all of the DNA and test it, and then they take that data and probably put it in, transfer to the forge.
What if we find old William in the forge? What if Man in Black finds old William in the forge?
What if he already is in the forge? And this is all a simulation.
God.
It's possible. I wouldn't doubt it, because
Old William. Well, no, I guess it wouldn't be that.
I know from the previews somebody will see themselves in the next episode.
Oh, no way.
Yahweh.
I missed that.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Going to Jesus World?
Oh my God. You worked on that website. I'm sorry. Break. You worked on that website, didn't you?
Yahweh and the... Or
Judah, the glory of God.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's horrible.
That'll be a bonus content at some point, that story.
Oh my God.
But that is one of the... Sarah and I met at a job 10 or so years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe longer. It's been
It's been longer
actually.
than that, yeah.
But there was a website that she was the account manager for.
Designer, too.
And designer.
Yeah.
For some crazy religious woman.
It was horrible.
And that is a story for another time,
Yes,
because it's completely irrelevant to this show.
Totally
But
relevant, but I
we
heard
should definitely
Yahweh
talk
and
about
like
that.
it just reminded me. Anyway.
We should definitely talk about that for some bonus content.
Yes.
So
right.
we'll jump forward to the end with Teddy and Dolores.
Well, is there anything else? What's so he leaves Elsie out there. He
Yeah.
gives her some weird donut thing, like
That's a brain
electronic donut.
Isn't that somebody's brain canister?
It
thing?
almost looked like it, but I'm assuming it's like a tracker, I guess.
Yeah. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, it's probably just a tracker.
They'll
I didn't
find
get
you.
it the first time I
It looks
watched.
like this. Yeah, it
and I'm
looks like the same thing that sits inside their heads.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. They should have made that look different, but I think it's a tracker.
I mean, just the way he was talking about it. They'll find you with this, keep this close to you, whatever. They'll find you. It made it seem like that's exactly what it was.
Fuck you, Bernard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was mad. She was crying.
I'd be mad. You kidding me?
She was,
I
crying.
waited,
She was crying too.
I waited
She was in
for
love
you.
with Bernard.
I waited for you, and then you're just going to leave me on the side of the road after we spent only 5 minutes together just because I wanted to check out these dead bodies, for ammo? And then you take my ammo?
He was being safe, because she was like, "Oh, you're gonna hurt me." He's like, "Well, Ford's in here."
Yeah.
All right.
He didn't say that, but he did zip tie himself to the steering wheel.
Yeah.
He threw his gun away. Took precautions.
Mm-hmm.
Way Ford wouldn't have one of those.
Yeah.
Turn the lights off and machine gun her down.
Yeah.
Right.
He just turns the sun off.
Do we think Elsie's gonna die? Where will Elsie end up?
In the forge.
Is she gone the rest of the season?
I don't know.
We never see Elsie again. Bum,
End
bum,
of
bum.
Elsie.
Disappear forever.
But we do need to jump ahead to Teddy and Dolores,
All right.
who face off against the Ghost Nation, who try to prevent them from going.
It wasn't a lot of Ghost Nation people. It wasn't a whole lot.
It was a handful.
It was a handful. It couldn't have been everybody. So
No,
they
it
didn't-
wasn't everybody.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of them.
Aki wasn't there.
No, but Aki's I keep everything under my head friend was there.
Nope.
And despite all of the Wyatt army, or whatever they're called something, aren't they?
Who?
The mask people that Dolores has?
I don't think they've ever been named.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I think they're just called Wyatt's Men.
Okay. So Wyatt's men and Ghost Nation kind of obliterate each other, and the only people that are left are Dolores and Teddy. Dolores tells Teddy to make sure there's no more, and he sees the I keep my wallet under my scalp guy and lets him go.
Yeah. So Teddy, the real Teddy's underneath,
Real
fighting,
Teddies, yep.
fighting to keep
It's like-
everything together.
It's like, it's just a mime. Why do I need to kill him?
Just a mime.
A mime is a terrible thing to waste. And
Well, that's really unfortunate for the next scene.
next scene, we see Teddy taking in all the natural splendor and realizing this is bullshit.
Yeah. None of it's natural.
None of it's natural, and it's not that splendorous. So
He says he remembers everything. And you have a little cut scene to where he's waking up, I guess.
Oh yeah, that was really weird.
Yeah.
She looked like a mannequin.
well, she kind of
Yeah.
was.
Well, yeah.
She
but I
wasn't
mean,
active.
It's weird.
It shows a little, like, kind of outside perspective, like, looking in. Mm-hmm. And it looks like to the left of the screen, it looks like Ford's watching, maybe.
Oh,
Like,
I missed
over there.
that.
And there's also a reflection. Like, it looks like Maeve laying on, like, a gurney. I don't know. You can kind of barely see it.
Oh, okay.
Man, you're
I
way more
paused it.
observant.
I'll rewatch
Oh, you
that.
paused it. Okay. Yeah,
Well, after I saw, because I saw the outside perspective, then I saw somebody on the left, and I was like, "Well, wait, what's that?" And I'm guessing it's Ford. You can't see his face. You can only see kind of like the clothing.
Yeah.
You know, they'd have to do young CGI Ford.
Right.
I'm
right,
guessing. I'm just assuming it was supposed to be Ford
Right.
watching.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
But Teddy apologizes for what he's about to do because he sees where Dolores / Wyatt's going to be leading everybody.
Yeah.
And pulls out his gun. And she's like, "You don't want to hurt me." And he's like, "Nope, I don't." And that's the end of Teddy.
That's so sad.
As Teddy shoots himself in the head.
And she was all sad.
Yeah. It's tragic.
I feel like she'll get
Fuck
over it.
you, Dolores. Your fault.
It is her fault. But the thing is, Teddy wouldn't have gotten that far with her acting as crazy as she was.
You never know.
I
He would have probably just followed her and be like, "Come on, man. Can't we stop shooting people?" "No, all right. Keep going with you."
God.
But since he had to be evil too, and she changed him, yeah. Wasn't so much that he had to kill people, it was that she changed him.
Oh yeah.
See?
Oh yeah. That
All
was
these
a
women trying to change their man.
Oh come on. It's not what we're trying to do.
I just wanted to change you, Teddy, for what I need you right now. For what I need right now. Later, we can change you back. This is what you should have said. Or she could be like, "I'm sorry, I'll change you back right now." Oh, shit. We fucking killed that one guy, and we ran on the train, fucking rammed him into the
Yeah.
mesa.
Yeah. That's really good
Crap.
move. Yeah. Smart.
To be fair,
So smart.
Teddy did that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, but none of the other people
Yeah.
were trying to like help him. None of the other people were trying to
Well,
like
they-
get
Because
him off the
Dolores,
plane.
Dolores saw
They
him.
didn't.
Or
They
not the
didn't
plane, but the
necessarily
train.
care about the guy, but they probably weren't thinking, "Oh, we'll need to switch Teddy back." But
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think they would have. I don't think any of them would have cared one way or another if Teddy pulled the guy off the train and took him with him.
Yeah.
No, it's just that, like, that's a useful tool to have.
Yeah.
Somebody that can manipulate this little magic board.
Right. Well, Teddy was a useful tool to have too, and he's dead tool now.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
see,
he was
that's what
being
I'm saying,
treated. He was being treated like a tool.
yeah.
He was. No, he totally was.
His entire time in the park, he's been treated like a tool.
Just meant recently, but yeah, you're right.
5,000 and something deaths.
Yeah.
See, so that's what I was asking, if in Abernathy's head, if it does have the host backups. Because I know the cradle's blown up, but I thought Abernathy's brain was supposed to have backups of the hosts. And if that's the case, then she still has his backup.
It's a lot of storage to put in that amount of space.
That's what made Abernathy go crazy. Because it was too much to handle.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they said something like that. Like
No,
that
I
it's
get
massive amount of data.
Right. No,
Yeah.
I get the premise of it, but I'm also thinking you have something that's a room full of data and you've compressed it into enough to fit into a person's head.
I don't think that they
You're right.
would have. I don't think that they would have wanted all of those characters. You know what I mean? I don't think they.
Just the important ones.
Not even that. Just the idea of it and how it works and how it connects and, just the basics so they can build their own. Not that they would want to steal other
Although
identities. Not identities. Other characters.
Okay. Although technically if it's just a backup, then it doesn't have to run all the simulations that the Cradle was doing. So
Right. Yeah.
I guess maybe you could. It is feasible that you could fit a just a snapshot of data.
And he still wouldn't be the
Abernathy's
same Teddy, because he wouldn't have all the memories.
head. Right.
Just the memories from the last backup, I guess.
Okay. Well,
I don't know. It might not be. I don't know. It's kind of confusing because they do say that, like, in his head is the key to the door or the Valley Beyond or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think Dolores said.
right. Okay. Well, we need to
Yeah.
probably need to wrap this up because we've been going for a while. Let's. Who do we think's gonna die by the end of the season for good?
Clem's dead.
Yeah.
Ted's dead. Because he already is.
Yeah. I was about to say, he's already dead.
But he's not coming back.
No, probably not. Oh, what's Meg's
Bernard.
boyfriend's?
Hector.
Hector's not coming back.
Heck, their whole crew I could see dying.
Yeah.
Definitely Bow and Arrow Armistice. He dying.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know. Ooh, I wonder if we'll see Sylvester and Felix. If we do, Sylvester's dead.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Or
I think they're going to do that because that'll be good crowd satisfaction.
maybe, but maybe he's just the putz that happens to live. Sometimes they do that.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know.
Well, if they're, I guess it's also a question of who would they have come back for season 3? Like, what makes sense story wise?
Right.
Why would Sylvester ever come back if he you know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
Like,
but I'm talking about. I feel like they're gonna kill off some major names
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
by the end of the season, so they have to keep some
characters.
of the B list around to be the new A list.
Okay.
And like, so if the Forge is for human hosts, like for human brains and to test them in the cradle, well, there's also going to be actual bodies. They're going to be making bodies there too, I'm assuming.
Probably, yeah.
Well, they are for sure.
Okay. Oh. You saw that in the preview, though.
There was just a clip that I saw, like a little screen grab.
Did you see who it was?
Yeah. Do you want to know?
Yeah, of course I want to know.
So you can see Charlotte Hale, and she's looking at a naked Charlotte Hale.
No. Wow.
So, I mean, it's probably a real human Charlotte Hale that we've been seeing this whole time.
Yeah.
But now she's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, she shouldn't be like that. She knows what's going on. Unless she only knows one tier, like, oh, yeah, we're just collecting it for advertising. Very specific advertising.
Right.
We're gonna pair up all these Hales with all these sexy ass Bernards.
But if there are bodies there, you could switch out actors, because you could just have everybody puts their brain ball into a human host body, and then giddy up, we're off to the real world, and nobody knows the difference.
Wow.
And then next season, they just pay all new people.
Yep.
And somebody has to act like Dolores. Tough acting jobs.
Yep.
Interesting.
All right. Well, I think that'll do it.
Okay.
So,
Everybody dies.
everybody dies. I don't have anything to... Do we have anything to plug? I don't think we do yet. We will have stuff to plug next week. My episode 3 of Beard vs. Evil will come out sometime this week.
Yay!
The long-awaited episode
Cool.
that nobody's really been waiting for. But Mike is on it.
Yay!
And Chris Nays of Bacon and Nays is on it. And
Nice.
we kind of discuss some issues around job burnout and things like that. It's a completely different show than this show. So if you'd like to check it out, go ahead and download it, try it out. Let me know what you think. But we will be back here to discuss the season finale of Westworld next week.
Woo!
And until then, I'm Tim Pickerel.
I'm Sarah Pickerel.
Mike Daffron, keep questioning the nature of your reality.